Why are you seeing 1111? It doesn't have to be 1111. It can be any kind of combinations with the number of 1. It can be 11 or 1101. It can be 1111. It can be 1111. It can be anything. If you have been seeing this over the past couple of maybe weeks or months or even longer, I've taken out a couple of cards here. I shuffled this deck. I've taken out some cards. I've asked Spirit Guide to give us some reasons as to why you are seeing it. I do trust that if you have come into this reading and you're being called to click onto this video, the messages that are going to come out here are the messages you're meant to hear with regards to that number 1111. First of all, the number 1111 means so many different things. It depends where you're getting the information from. It can mean, for instance, like in an angel number, pay attention to what is going on right now. Your angels are sending you a message. You're going to have some good luck. There's a lot of different theories going on about the 1111. One of the things, I think they all count in some kind of way. One of the things that I know, because I'm a tarot reader, is that the 1111 energy also means new cycles coming in, the releasing of old cycles. It can also mean to pay attention because there's going to be some very big shifts coming in. That for me is always what I attach to it, because I have seen the number 1111 in my own life, I think at 2 separate times in my life. One was actually before I was going to get divorced, and that happened, and I was really looking for a change in my life. I knew I wanted to have this new life coming in, but I didn't know how, I didn't know when, so I was seeing a lot of 1111. To be honest, it could have went on for like 2 years, and then this huge change came, and I didn't see that number any longer. The second time I've been seeing it was when, just before I did ayahuasca, and also after I've done it as well, I saw a lot of 1111s, another huge shift that's happening. So I feel like if you are seeing this energy, you're going to get some information from this reading that's going to give you some more insight into what exactly and why exactly you are seeing it. Excuse me, I'm trying to recover from a really bad cold, so if you're wondering why I haven't posted as well, I am in recovery. I've been sick since like for the past 3 days now, so it's like with this energy. Also, as I'm doing the reading, there may be different things that I touch on and different things that I go into, because that's what I heard my spirit guide saying. Saying that we are going to be giving a lot of different messages. Some of them may be for you, but some of them may not be. Okay, excuse me, I've been barely able to talk the past couple of days. So let's go into this reading and see what is coming in for you here. First of all, the first card to come out is called Deep Rest. Okay. Shifting gears and recharging and repairing. So if you have been in an energy where you do feel like you are healing from something, where you do feel like you're in an in-between space, this could definitely be for you. But this could also be what is happening with you now. It's like you're shifting gears from one reality into another reality. And that in between, that breath, you know, where you shift into the next gear, it's a weird place to be. It may have you kind of like looking back into the past. It may have you reflecting a lot. It may have you looking at your pain, even maybe doing a little bit of shadow work. I almost feel this energy like, and that holding of the breath. That holding of the breath. I feel like you're in that space of that holding before the next breath comes in. It feels exactly like that. And you may also be feeling as if you haven't really been experiencing things happening or any growth happening, or you may be wondering when something's going to shift. You may be having some issues that you're dealing with that you don't really know the answers to. I've got 2 cards. Okay, we've got 3 cards that have fallen out. It's all for this card. We are going with all these cards. Let's go for this message. So let's have a look here. With regards to this healing situation, I love all the messages that have come out here. I do feel as if there has been possibly for some of you guys here a shift with regards to relationship here. You may be in a place of making a decision about a relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be even friendship as well, where you are really sitting back and wondering, is this really for me? It can also be tied to things like changes in that relationship. But it can also be you looking back at different kinds of relationships, looking at your history with different people, really reflecting and going deeply into it. A little bit of shadow work vibes there. What I like to see here is that you are really, really looking at how you feel, your own life, how happy you are, and maybe even kind of thinking to yourself, how do I get myself here? How do I get myself to a place where I actually am happy? Where I'm in a place where the people that surround me, they love me. The people that are with me, they care about my well-being. You know, so real alignment needing to come in there. So very interesting. For you guys, I am taking out a lot of cards, okay, because I really want to see what is going on here. I do also see with this deep rest energy, I really feel like it's almost like somebody just like nothing's happening. It's a very like I'm sleeping a lot energy. I'm just sitting. There's really not a lot going on. So you could actually be either there now, or the 1111 could be warning you that you're going into that kind of energy where you might have a period of a couple of months, or like, I don't want to say a couple of months, but if you think about it, a couple of months is 2 months, okay, where you kind of like, I'm just sitting, and you don't feel like you got inspiration, you don't feel like you have motivation, you're tired, you're kind of like in this weird space. And there's a lot of things that is happening here with you. Either you are reflecting here on all the things that are stuck currently in your life, or you are reflecting on all the things that didn't work out in your life, that wasn't like meant for you. And I almost feel this like energy of you making peace with this because of the Page of Cups coming up next to it. It's almost like, okay, I need to let go of these real bad disappointments that I've had in my life, or even now things that are happening that are not really the way I want them to be. I just need to let go of it and have a new, almost like take on life, a new energy. And I feel like in this deep rest energy, you're also kind of waiting for a renewal of energy and a renewal of some kind of vibration that you could currently be missing, or you could be moving into that energy where you're going to be missing that. There is a real focus on looking at the imbalances in your life here, looking at all the things that you have to try and make happen, which is always not a great, it's not really a great feeling here. It feels like you're looking at how much you're giving and what you're getting back. You're looking at what doesn't work out, and you're really looking into that kind of energy. And with the Page of Cups, with the Page of Cups coming in here, it's like you're saying, I want to move past this. I want to move past this energy. I've got hiccups now because I'm drinking water. I want to move past this energy and move into a new beginning where I can start in my life again. And maybe this is when you're seeing the 1111 or the ones that you're picking up on. Maybe this is where your focus is. Maybe you're going, maybe this is a sign for me that I am moving into a new beginning, a stronger reality, a better place. Okay, so that is really one of the reasons why I think you're seeing 1111. Only one of the reasons, by the way. I feel like you're really doing some deep reflecting at this moment and trying to understand your life and your journey, who you are. But if you're seeing 1111 and that's tied to that, it means that you're working on this very, very well. You're doing very well with regards to your understanding about yourself, and even sometimes not understanding, even sometimes going into a darker place, crying about something, not feeling great. You are still doing the work, and you really are healing yourself from a lot of different things, and almost in some kind of way making peace with yourself, or making peace with life and what it has been, but wanting to move forward now. It's like a feeling of like, I can do nothing to change this, but I'm a human being alive on this planet. Let me do my best. Let me move forward and not carry my history on my shoulder, and that history that I carry determines now who I am as a person. That is unfair for me. I'm going to let this go, and I'm going to move forward like a new person and rebuild my life, have a new way of being. And you have every right to do that, because you are not anything that you have done. You are not your history. You are not anything that has happened to you. You are a spiritual being. And every single day when you breathe in, you breathe out. You pass, every breath that you take, you're a new person. You are a new person, and whatever you decide to do from that moment is all up to you. Okay. Moving into the next message, we've got sweet surrender. I just want to make sure I check something here quickly. We've got sweet surrender, and it says here, let it go, releasing earthly attachments and clear the air. This seems to me like a part, I think, of what I was explaining here about letting this go, letting certain things be released, letting your history be released as well. And the earthly attachments that shows up here, that makes me feel like the hopes and the dreams and what grounds you and what you built up and what you hope for and what you're thinking is still coming, but you worry that it may not come. Because it feels very like the devil energy in the tarot, like the card that talks about the earthly experience. That's the devil energy. It talks about what you own, what you do for a living, what you eat for dinner, how do you sleep at night, how are your relationships with other people, what is your life experiences. That is the devil card. And the sweet surrender is almost like letting go of a lot of these attachments that you got to the earthly realm experience of my history, my life, what it is every day that I experience. But it's also tied to some things that you are holding on to, hoping to come in, and you're almost going, I'm going to surrender to this. If that's going to happen for me, then it's going to happen, but let me sort of just let it go and see if life will take me there. Remember, part of manifestation is actually surrendering to the outcome. When we hold on too tightly to what it is we are trying to manifest, we actually end up preventing it from coming in. So if you say to yourself, I would like to own a business, or I would like to buy a house, for instance, and I don't know how I'm going to get that right. How do I get from here to there? You have to allow life to take you there. You can't obsess about it, because that stress and that tension that you get when you're obsessively working on it, I can't stop thinking about it. It's almost as if it puts weight onto you, and you're not light anymore. You become heavy. So you become heavier in your energy, and it makes it harder for you to get there. But the moment you go, universe, this is what I would like to have. I would love to own my own house. I don't know how that's coming in, but I know so God, whatever you call it, I'm letting it go. Show me now. And then you live your life and you follow what your heart is telling you, and you follow the whims that you get and the ideas that you get, because that's the hidden direction that you're getting. I feel like I'm going to go learn ballroom dancing, you know what I mean? And you're like, why would I want to? I just felt like I want to go do it. I want to go, and I want to go on holiday somewhere, and I want to go and I want to try this and I want to try that. Those are all the things that is guiding you to get where you want to go. And this is how I feel it's coming in here. The clearing of the air for you could also be something happening where there is maybe going to be a healing that takes place with regards to something. This can be tied to your family, it can be tied to a person, or even just the relationship with yourself. Meaning, for me, it looks like, because I see an 8 of Cups rocking up here, this for me is really tied to the clearing of the air. I've got different messages here about what I said about that card with different tarot cards. Okay, so the clearing of the air for me, it's tied to the 8 of Cups energy. I feel as if there is some kind of like releasing that's taking place here. And even if it is something that you do walk away from a person, but it's not in a bad energy, or if there's something even attached to a person or even to a situation that you're still kind of holding on to, I feel like you are clearing that and you're letting that go. You have to do that, otherwise nothing can come in. Think of space, your energy as being, especially because we're attached to the human body, okay? So think of our energy as being attached to this human body. The human body does create limitations. The energy of us, the soul of us, has no limitations, but in here we do. So I've got this table, or I've got that shelf there, which is already full to the brim. I can't put much more on there, obviously, okay, but it's gonna get full. So if I want to change this here, I've got to take some stuff out. and then it opens up the shelf space again for me to clearing the air. And letting go is all about, I feel like you're going to be letting go of some things, maybe some feelings that you've had about things in your life that you still carry. I think you're going to truly just let it go. I really feel like you're going to make peace with it and release it. I feel as if you're going to be also maybe doing that with people. There's certain people, there's been a battle with them. For some of you guys, this could be family members. For some of you, it can be a relationship, friendships, whatever it is. I feel like there's almost like, it's like a winning and losing energy. Like we're in a battle to prove each other wrong, or I'm right, you're wrong. And you're going to be like, does it even matter? Does it even matter? Because I see your focus being on what it is that is really important here. And that is your 10 of Cups. You're going, yeah, I am bringing in this 10 of Cups. That's maybe also what you want. Maybe you're going, that 10 of Cups is that goal I'm trying to get to. I don't know how to get there. And I think part of your advice would be right now is to let go what shouldn't be there. So meaning if you're saying to yourself, for example, I would love to have a more peaceful life, a more happy life, maybe a more less conflicted life. But you are dating somebody or married to somebody, or you're friends with people that are always causing drama for you. And there's always a fight, and you get WhatsApps, and it's like the drama is erupting, and then that is going on. It's a big story going on. And you're like, what the heck is going on here? And then you're on the phone for 2 hours with your friends or your mom or your dad, and you're like, you know what they're doing? This is crazy. Look what they did now. And then there's a big then that's what you have to walk away from. Because that's not part of your 10 of Cups. That's not the life you want to be living. And a part of how to get you there is to remove the things that don't belong there. And that gets done by you. Okay. So another thing as well, I see joy coming in here. There's your beautiful Queen of Cups. I think we've got a King of Cups as well. That's nice. You do know what you want. Look at that. You know what you want. And this is this feeling of really following all little intuitive nudges you get, feelings you get, inspirations that you get, where you go, I think I'm going to go travel somewhere. I'm going to go there. I want to go visit this place. You know what I mean? Go and do it. If you say to yourself, I think I want to go on a meditation retreat. I think I'm going to go do that. That's the Queen of Cups energy. Then she just goes and does it. That's the following of whatever is coming through, and just surrendering to what that is, and be like, okay, so walking away what shouldn't be there, walking away from that, walking towards the things that you like to do and want to do, even if it has no reason, no whatever. Maybe you're like, I just want to go and have a picnic next to a waterfall because I feel like it. Then go do that. You know what I mean? There has to be no real outcome to anything, because that is the energy that is leading to whatever this is. And there's your Page of Pentacles coming in here. Page of Pentacles, I always like to think as the pages as inside energy. It's not, the Knight's energy in the tarot is more outside. The page, inside. And we're talking about you, not about another person. This shift in your world, the surrender, this almost like my daughter, she's also a tarot reader here on YouTube. You can also check her account out as well, Sacred Source Tarot. I'll also put a link up at the end of the video to her channel as well. If you want to go check it out, you can go check her out. She always likes to say, Mommy, I get into flow state. And when I'm in flow, it's like this. It's exactly like that. Whatever is presented, if it doesn't align with me, I walk away from it. If I like it, I go towards it. And she says, when that happens, things just unfold for me in such a way that I'm surprised by the results. And I feel like there's an energetic shift happening on the inside of you that creates this Page of Pentacles. There's a strength that's developed. There's a stability. There's a grounding, because the Pentacles is rooted energy that is going to take place inside of you. And that's what we need to see. Because why? When you change the energy in here, reality outside of you must change too. Because everything that you've created in this world, it is tied to the energy you carry. Yes, we create it. Okay. So everything that you have brought in here is tied to what you carry. This is you. If you look at the space, it's you. Sometimes my bedroom gets a bit untidy. I've got that one table, like there's a top. I'm busy repacking the shelving there. So this one's sort of work in progress. So there's one table in my room there that's got a bit of books packed on there and stuff. And I looked at it today and said, you're getting cluttered. It's time to clear. It's time to clear, because this is a reflection of me. And so if you shift on the inside, you change here. Because you've created everything already from what you are. When this changes, something is going to change here too. It must. The universe and this world, everything that you see is responding to you constantly. So this is a good energy. Moving into another message for you, we've got inner eye. When I saw this one, I was like, you're my people. If you're here, you're my people. You know, Hedge Tarot has a specific kind of people coming in. So here you are. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Deborah. I am from South Africa. And if you do get any kind of like help from this reading, please do subscribe to the channel if it is what you want to do. And if you've been here before, love to have you back. Thank you. The inner eye comes in here. Pineal activation, illumination, psychic bridge. So the 1111 that you are seeing, I feel like this message is for everybody. I don't feel like it's even individual. I feel like it's just your message. There is going to be, from what I can see here, a very big change in your spiritual energy. It's almost like awakening. An awakening. It happens immediately. Because we have the Tower card coming in here, and this usually talks about something that happens very unexpectedly. With regards to this Tower card energy, there is a lot of truths that you're going to be seeing here. There's a lot of understanding that you're going to be seeing in that Tower card. Some of it may make you feel like your world is falling down. It's okay. Let it fall down, okay? Remember, space. Even beliefs take up space here. So sometimes those beliefs need to be broken so that new beliefs can come in, which is exactly what is happening to you. A Tower card with a Star card, so we've got Aquarius in your reading here. The Star card is a very spiritual card. I feel like there is a new understanding for you about what is happening in this, specifically in our earthly experience, because here is the Devil card, okay? Now we've got Capricorn in your reading. I feel like the Tower comes in here. It is an awakening with the Star card. You may, during this time or after this time, come to some truths where you see the truth about situations, about your life, about yourself, about spirituality especially, but it's all tied together. And you understand how certain things are also working. So you start to understand how life works, how interdependent relationships work, how people function, the good things in people, the bad things in people. The energy flow of this life being good and bad, which it is so. It cannot only be the light. It must be both light and dark. We live here. This is not a planet of light. We don't have 5 suns. We've got one. Okay, so all this energy where we are in this solar system, it is tied to duality, energy of night and day. Okay, we don't have 4 suns going around us 24 hours a day where the sun never sets. Okay, unless you live in the North Pole somewhere, and then the sun still does set. So with this energy, it's going to give you some major, I'm going to take another oracle card out. It's going to give you major understanding here as to what exactly it is that is happening in your life, in your world, especially with regards to you, your spirituality and your understanding of it. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to take that one out as well. It's not what the card I wanted. Okay, wait, it is the card, and it's another card I'm taking out. it's understanding about things in your life. And then the mountain is shown here. The mountain, okay, this is your understanding. You're going to understand this, okay. Obstacles ahead, overcoming fear, perseverance. That's what you're understanding in this moment. You're going to understand your journey. You're going to understand why things are putting our way. Why do we get blocked? You're going to understand how to overcome things, and also look at your history and realize you've overcome a lot, and you're still going to overcome a lot. You're going to understand almost like a breaking down of life in some kind of way. This is beautiful. And even the perseverance, like understanding how strong you are, understanding actually what it takes in this life to actually be able to live life. Because we're not really living life. I think human beings don't know how to be human. Okay, we've been untaught, we've been brainwashed, we've been altered, we've been reprogrammed. Everything has happened to us in this journey, and you can see we don't know how to operate as human beings, and we're supposed to be operating as human beings on this planetary world that we live on, because this world is us and we are this world, and we have a purpose to play here, and we are not doing that right now. We are very confused, very mixed up, and it's almost like a call back to the truth of what you're supposed to be. And this is why the Knight of Cups comes up here. Remember I told you page energy is internal, Knight energy is external energy. I feel like this is you doing something in the outer world, really, really, really listening here, and then taking action towards wherever you are going, which is absolutely beautiful. Big message for you with this 1111. This is beautiful. Let's get one more card out. Surprise me. Okay. So we've got hidden portals coming in here. Let me see what's going on. The writing is so light, and the lighting in here is not so bright. Alternate routes. Wow. Look closer, and creative solutions. So you've got here a new direction. And I said to you, you're going to be looking closer at something here. You're going to be seeing something and understand it. Creative solutions and alternative routes. A new way is opening for you. You're going to understand how to do something in a different way. And the understanding of how to do this in a different way is going to be what opens another door for you. Another way to get where you're going. And another thing as well, where you thought you wanted to go, you may not be going there anymore. You might actually decide to do something else or shift in another way. And that door may just fluently, very easily open for you. Because one thing you must remember something, and this was very hard for me for a very, very long time. I used to want to have this and this and this and this, okay. And I used to be like, yes, I want those things. And then sometimes trying to manifest that, it never came in. And I used to feel very disappointed. I used to feel like this, the Eight of Swords, very disappointed. Why is this not happening? Why is it not working for me? Why am I a failure? What is wrong with me? You know what I mean? And then after a while, it humbled me when these things didn't come for me. And I had to sit with myself in my empty space and just be blah, and sit there in the shadow, and sit there in the nothing, and sit there feeling like nothing, basically. And in that space, you become very humbled about yourself and about life. And then all of a sudden, something else begins to come. Because now you're sitting in the empty. It can even be representing this. You're sitting in the empty. That's the empty. And there's nothing there but you. There's nothing there. It's only you. And that's when you start to see yourself. That's when you start to feel the energy of you. And in that energy, something else gets born. And that energy that gets born, it starts to talk to you and say, go this way, go that way, do this, do that. And when you start to follow that path, you're going to realize you're nowhere where you thought you were going to be. You're going to realize, oh no, I wanted to own a multi-million-dollar business and have mansions and heaven knows what else all around the world, and it ends up you go to yourself, no, I actually just wouldn't mind a cottage in the forest surrounded by nature, because actually that is the truth of you. And sometimes it takes this reality, the shift in your understanding of who you really are, to make you see the truth. This is interesting. I love this energy, clearing the air. All of this is so tied together. I feel this reading is really about the 11:11. Now that I've gotten to the end of the reading, I feel like this whole reading is about you truly understanding who you are. Truly understanding who you are. It's truly you seeing the truth about you, and then understanding yourself finally, and knowing, okay, this is where I need to go. This is me. This is actually what will make me happy. None of the other stuff I thought. It's actually this. And you know what's going to be so funny? When you turn your direction from where you're facing maybe now, and for some of you, you're already in this process. So you've already gone through the tower of having to see the truth about your life and letting go of the perception of who you thought you should be. And you've already started moving in this direction. You're going to see now the doors and the portals, as they showed, hidden portals. They're going to open up for you so much more easier, because that portal, that vibration of that portal is vibrating your energy. And so you have the same energy to pass through it. Because if we're trying to go somewhere where that vibration is not your vibration, you can't go there. There has to be the same vibration happening. And I feel like this is one of the biggest truths that's going to happen to you in your life. You're going to see a part of yourself and realize who you really are. You're going to let go of a lot of things that was projected onto you by society, by our phone. We go on our phone and we look at other people's lives, and they're going, oh God, guys, we need to have this hair, and we need to, you have this in your home, and this is the life we need to be living. And we kind of like, okay, that's what I need to be doing. From our parents, from schooling is a big one. From what we read, what we are taught, religious cultures, all these different things. You are not you at all. You are not you at all. You are made up by all of those things, and it's your personality was just made from that. From the moment you were born, your parents turned you into something with their greatest of love. Schooling, society, religion, a culture, your friends, because they've been affected by their own things, and then they came on to you. This is how teenagers need to behave. This is how women need to behave. This is how men need to behave. This is what you need to be successful. This is successful. This is not successful. All of that has been put onto you, and it has turned you into somebody. But that's not you. That is not who you are. None of this is you. And when you and sometimes the journey of life, the spiritual journey comes in, and you don't even know that it's happening. And all those things that have been built up around you, like you're wearing tons and tons and tons and tons of jewelry, so many pieces of jewelry that now represent who you are. One by one, they begin to get removed from you until you are bare, and you don't know who you are. You lose it. You don't know why you can't attain it. You don't know why you can't hold it. And all that's left is you. And that's when you find yourself. That's when you find your truth. And that's when you go, oh, okay, I got you. And you start to change direction, and you walk away from people, and you walk away from things, and you just move in a new direction like this. And when doors begin to open for you, you realize that that door that opened for you is taking you straight to what is truly going to be the life that makes you happy. Beautiful soul. Beautiful soul. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing this with me. Thank you for being in this energy with everybody else who's watching this video. I feel the collective energy of you all. and we're all tied together, we're all intertwined, we are all one, and we're all on this journey together. I send my love to you guys, and by the way, my daughter's channel. See you next time. Bye.